Yep. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's that time again, man. You guys know when I put out these videos, yeah, I know when I make these lives, man, it's serious. Because we don't do this often. But Cheney Brothers, Rivera Beach, that is hiring experienced drivers. And when I say experience, we don't have to elaborate on that. You guys know what I mean. Two experienced drivers, man, and those routes pretty solid. Trust me. Hey, what's going on? One thing I'm gonna talk about this, right? I'm gonna say this. If you're new at a company, right? If you're there a couple months, um, no, not the under, no, it's a Rivera. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Not it. You can go ahead and apply, but all right, yo, yeah, cause I don't, yeah, cause where you live, I don't want you to commit to Rivera. We got something for you, man. Don't worry about that. Matter of fact, drop me an email later, and let me see, cause I want you to get something good that can compensate you around similar to what you're making now. Matter of fact, we got something good for you, man. Drop me an email later. You know. Oh, one. Um, every route is different, right? And I can't put my finger on how much that route is being paid, but I can guarantee you that it's gonna do fairly well. Um, I can assure you that the average driver with a decent route is gonna make between 105 to 120. I can tell you that, but I can't give you the exact numbers on that route. You know what I mean? And I'm not scared to disclose numbers and talk about numbers because it's simple math. So if I know those routes do numbers. I know that for sure. You know, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If those routes, unruly, what's going on? If those routes did not do numbers, um, they would not. I know how they operate. They wouldn't want to hire experienced drivers. You get what I'm saying? They would they would train one of the new guys. Right? You get what I'm saying? And talking about that, let me talk about new guys for a second, right? Whether you're at Cheney, whether you're at US Food, whether you're at Cisco, no matter what company you're at, right? If your company got something coming up that's big, right? And they're not even looking at you, they're not even considering you, that means that just step your game up a little bit. That's all that is. Whether it's being punctual, whether it's getting your route done a little faster, whether it's being more vocal, that you want more work, whatever it is that you're doing, just look into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys sometimes they feel that they're being passed up for opportunities, but you got to understand you're gonna get passed up if you get 300 cases. and you're getting off work at 7 p.m., like you're not gonna get that route that you think you deserve. It's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, most definitely routes determine the pay because you got to understand if I'm doing a route, if food services, you get paid component, which is same thing as commission, right? Um, so the way how it works, right? There's some companies out there that pay hourly. So the way how it works, you get paid by your stops, you get paid by your cases, you get paid by the miles, stuff like that. So that's why I don't understand why some guys don't want no cases because that's how we get paid. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand it. Like this is where you come to hang it. You just want to come to work to hang out. No, you want to push cases. You want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because in history, over time, you can do the math. Um, it's simple mathematics, guys. You know what I mean? Way back to the Adam and Eve days, the more a guy get paid, is the more a guy is gonna get. I'm joking, man. It's too early. But am I lying? Am I lying? The more a guy get paid, is the more a guy is gonna get. Y'all feeling the thing. Now you see, some of y'all got some dirty minds, man. What I meant to say, the more a guy get paid, is the more a guy is gonna be able to save. You know what I mean? That's what I meant to say. But yeah, you want to push for those routes, but don't be scared of getting them heavy routes, guys. That's how you make money in this game. You get what I'm saying? Unruly, what's going on? But Nutty, I think I got something. I think I know something that might work for you. That's eventually gonna come out of Port Samuels. And is it a good time to apply right now? I would say so. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna talk to some people. I'm gonna talk to some people for you. Yo, so you're the top. You're the top guy at your Gordon. I think. I think they pay our selectors good, bro. Like I don't know what y'all getting paid over there, but some of our selectors, man, some of them is making $40 an hour or more. That's what I heard. I don't. Well, I seen some proof, but that's just one confirmation. So don't hold me on that. But honestly, they get paid good. It was got 19 stops, 670 today. Oh, today I only got 720. I think my stops is looking like about 12, 14, one of them. Yeah, get that CDL, man. What location you at? Oh, you're in Charlotte. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, but shout out to Gordon Foods, man. When they think Gordon Foods. Yeah, today I got a little light, easy day, man. I'm going to throw this stuff off the trailer really quick. Yesterday I had 18 stocks for 800 and I think like 840 cases, which is was fairly easy because my route is fairly easy, man. Because most of my stocks are close together. My route is fairly easy. It's gonna be hard for me to switch routes. It would have to make sense for me to switch routes. I mean, it's just like to give you an example, right? It's just like having a woman, right? Here I go with some bad example again, but hear me out. It's just like having a woman, right? If everything's working, like just stay put where you at, right? Sometimes you probably gonna want to taste. You think you're getting something better, but you get with a woman, ask her to fry you some fried chicken, and she burned the damn chicken. You thought everything was good. You were driving down the road, mind your own business. You couldn't resist. She was looking so fly, and you had your good route. But nah, you gotta switch up. But you didn't do your due diligence and do all your full investigation. You know what I'm saying? See, when you're talking to guys, man, you gotta. When you're talking to guys, you gotta know how to break stuff down, man. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you try to break it down a different way. You know, the old corporate way, but the corporate mentality doesn't always work. You gotta break it down, break it down. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, you with a decent woman, stay where you at. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that is perfect. Um, my route is not perfect. It does come with its little faults, but overall, overall, dirty. What's going on? Overall, is pretty good, and I take the good outweighs the bad. Oh, the work-life balance for food service is pretty. When you just start out, it's gonna be terrible. Because you're gonna be out there a long time, and your body's gonna ache, and you wanna come home every day. If you're new to this, you're gonna wanna come home every day and go to sleep, and you're trying to get adjusted. So the first couple of weeks is gonna be awful. You know what I mean? You're not gonna want to do nothing but come home, eat, take a shower, and go to sleep, right? But as you get adjusted to what you're doing, then it's gonna start getting easier. You're gonna start getting off work earlier. You're gonna start being able to do things again. You're gonna start staying up late again. You know what I mean? Like you gonna be up till like 9, 10 o'clock. People gonna ask you, you ain't going to work? Like, yeah, I'm good. So the work-life balance is what you make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make that effort. You know what I mean? And guys with little kids, guys with grandkids, you gotta make that effort and you gotta make that time to do what it is that you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You can't just spend all your time with your job. You gotta put some time in with your family too. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we're only human. So bills still gotta be paid and stuff like that. So you just gotta balance the way how you roll. You gotta know what it is that is your goal. Don't ever sell your soul, but you gotta remember that your pockets need to stay swole. You know what I'm saying? Or is your hands that your woman is not gonna want to hold. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna want to be gone, man. Because it's funny. Women are funny, guys. Right? Women are funny. Let me break it down like this, right? They want to live that comfortable life, but then they want you up under them 24/7 a day. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to live that comfy life, but then they want you around majority of the day. So you have to just find a little balance, man. You know what I mean? You know, to work life for a food service driver is not terrible. At first, it's gonna be awful, terrible, and more than likely, a lot of women are gonna want their boyfriend, or their girlfriend, or their partner to quit at first. Especially if you're that type of person that loves attention, you seek attention, you need that attention. You're gonna want them to quit because they're gonna be working too much hours at first. But if you just give it some time and remember the goals that's on your mind, everything is gonna be fine. So you gotta understand this job is one of a kind, and we don't just make nickels and dimes. We actually shine, and that bank account is gonna be looking like prime time. Well, not Deion Sanders prime time. It's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We don't make Dion money. Shout out to Dirty Broke in the building. Fuel driver representing. I gotta get Dirty Broke on one day, but my new format is interviews at 7 p.m. But I know it's very difficult to try to get Dirty on at 7 p.m. because of his work schedule. So I'm gonna get him on one day, but it's gonna be very difficult. I just gotta see when it is that one day when he's available at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And anybody want to get on the show and talk about your job, as long as you're not getting robbed, um, let me know. You talk about your job, man, and shine some light on the positivity that's going on around your workplace. You know what I mean? I usually don't really talk about the negative parts. Sometimes, as long as the positivity outshines negativity, we don't really worry about the negative, right? It is something to worry about because you don't want to go to a job that have too much lows. You want to go to a job with a lot of highs, but you got to be weary of people that just talk bad about jobs. And when you check the records, you meet somebody that's talking bad about a job, and then you go ahead and you ask them, "How long you been with this company?" They'd be there like 10 years, 15 years, but yet still they're trashing their job. You got to be weary of those type of people because they're trying to scare you away. In the real estate, it's against the law to steer clients away from a particular neighborhood, right? It's against the law. You know what I mean? So you'll meet a lot of people that try to steer you away from a pretty decent job, man. You know what I mean? So just be wary of that. Keep that in mind. But no, man. I mean, I mean, talk about your job, and it don't just got to be trucking because there's a lot of fields out there that I want to tap into that don't have to be trucking. I want to start tapping into the entrepreneur peoples because I want to give you guys the insight of their mindset, the insight the way they move. Because you got to understand that at the end of the day, if it's working or if it's not working, people, entrepreneurs, they just have a different mindset. Can we agree to disagree? But I believe that they got a different mindset. They got a different makeup. They're not cut from the same cloth. They do not drink the same broth. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start tapping into entrepreneurs, right? Opportunists, people that have their own business, but it could even be trucking business. But I don't want it to necessarily be trucking. You know what I mean? Hell, I can interview myself. I always got something going on. You know what I mean? And now tapping into I'm tapping into the whole food business, catering, stuff like that, for events, stuff like that. And but I can't interview myself, man. That'd be weird. You know what I mean? So really be weird. Like for instance, I'm gonna give you guys a good example, right? Like I recently started doing like, you know what? I can't even explain what I'm doing. It's kind of hard. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But just know that I turned my hobby, turn your hobby, turn what it is that your passion is, turn it into you can turn it into a business, right? You can actually get paid for the things that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, we are here and we don't have no fear. And if you don't like the movement, we actually do not care. You know what I'm saying? Really don't. On my way to the JOB right now, man. Get it work off the truck. To the JOB. I mean, shout out to everybody that actually tuned in. I think I went out for a second. I think I lost signal for a second. But we gonna get this stuff off the truck today. Let me ask you guys a question, guys. Especially food service guys. If you guys listen to music, right? What are some type of the music that you listen to help you get these products off the truck? I know some people are talking about like, what are you talking about? Like, music actually helps you guys. Like, if you listen to the right type of music, it stimulates your mind, and it actually the right type of music can actually get you in a good mood, and you actually work faster, right? Um, it's gonna be different. The work music is different from chilling music, and if you don't understand, that means you don't get it, right? It's music. Believe it or not, like me personally, I listen to soft rock when I'm working, right? I used to listen to reggae, but I just think it got to the point where I listen to reggae over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? Then I listen to every single Wu Tang album that they ever made, right? So now I just recently getting into soft rock. You know, elevator music. Some of the music that you be hearing in the background when you're at a restaurant or a hotel or something like that. Now, them the people that's actually getting paid, guys. When you really think about it, if you're into music, if you're doing music, if you're a musician, and you hear your songs getting played everywhere you go, in planes, in trains, in the gas station, like everywhere, you gotta know those songs, man. Them the people that get paid, yo. You know what I mean? So I recently got into that, and that keeps me going. That actually made me work fast. Well, I've been fast, but sometimes you just need that motivation, man. And one of the things that I assure myself of, um, I don't want no negative intake in my mind, in my brain before I go to bed. That actually work, guys. That actually gets you ahead. Like, trust me. Because I was watching all type of movies. Ain't nothing wrong with watching a movie or two. But recently, a couple months ago, I started meditating. I started listening to positive things before I go to bed. It actually works, man. You know what I mean? It actually works. Too much negative intake nowadays. You know what I mean? You go to bed with negative intentions. You dream negative. You wake up negative. Your whole aura is negative, right? We're not doing that. Well, I'm not doing that. I don't know about you guys. You know what I mean? When I say negative, it don't actually have to be like something that you're doing wrong. It's just like could be first 48. Like you go to bed and you're watching first 48 before you go to sleep. You think you're gonna dream about something good? No. You know what I mean? You could read before you go to sleep. Listen to positive things before you go to sleep. Think about the things that you want to do before you go to sleep. and that thing is gonna meditate in your mind. You know what I mean, like let's just say you're up late and your woman want to argue with you. Just tell them to wait till tomorrow, man. Tell them you're not on the right, cause you don't want to go to bed with that negative like last impression, cause it's not you're not gonna wake up good. You know, just tell them to hold that thought. Tell them that you want to take a rain check. You know what I mean, as soon as they open their mouth to argue, say, can you hold that thought till tomorrow? I ain't gonna lie, that probably piss them off more. But hey, at the end of the day, can't please everybody, guys. Right now, I'm doing the I'm looking for my tractor right now. There's so much tractor in this yard, man. So much tractors in these yards. Don't see my tractor. They probably parked it on the other side. Sometimes I gotta walk like a million miles to get to my tractor, guys. But it is what it is. Yep, my truck just hit 16,000 miles, or 16,500 that is. Got an oil change. I gotta do an oil change on this pretty soon. I think I got a recall I gotta see about. I just did a oil change on my car the other day, right? And so I was doing my research. If I choose to sell my car, I can still get almost $40,000 off of it. A lot of people want those cars, man, because they're not being built no more, and a lot of people just like those shapes and styles. When I bought it, I had no idea Lexus was going to discontinue it. Yo, but we at the job, man. We about to go get this done, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, but don't forget, Cheney is hiring two experienced drivers. So if you that driver, man, apply. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Leak, what's going on? Apply. You want to talk about it? Just drop me an email, stuff like that. You know? Kevin Leak, where you running at, man? Oh, you in Cali? All right, man. I'm out here. I gotta get this work started. Y'all be easy.